background.
Okay, question number 1. What do you think beauty is?
Depends on the individual.
Yeah.
I don't think there is one beauty, is there?
No, I suppose to some people beauty's quite a superficial thing, I guess.
I think as a
All
hairdresser
about
you can't
appearance.
think of one look, and you have to like think of so many different views on it.
Yeah. Some people don't see beauty even as a kind of outward thing, do they? Some people never get their hair done or do their makeup or worry about what clothes they wear, do they? But they still kind of think about, I don't know, maybe they look inside, that sort of thing. That sounds a bit cliche, doesn't it? But yeah, I think it's a lot of things, probably.
Okay, what's ugliness then?
Ugliness, I suppose. I don't know. I suppose ugliness is really something that isn't attractive. It doesn't mean necessarily like, you know, someone how they look. I suppose if someone's, you know, someone can have an ugly personality or they can have an ugly kind of mindset on things. It's kind of the opposite of
It's again not like your opinion, isn't it, on what you think is nice and not, isn't it?
yeah, all sorts of things. I suppose that's the way. It's something that's kind of like a bit distasteful, I suppose you'd say. And all kind of things, really, not just like appearance.
So if it's not only a matter of like physical appearance, why do people care about how they present themselves so much?
Well, you make
That's
pressure.
peer pressure mostly. I think definitely in this job, it's all basically a bit of vanity, isn't it? To varying degrees, you rely on people to have a little. I mean, even people who aren't. Most people aren't vain as such. There are vain people, but everyone has a bit of vanity to a certain extent. I think, like you say, because otherwise everybody would just, you know, walk around with the same outfit on every day. Probably never do their hair. Wouldn't shave, wouldn't wash, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you have to rely on people having a little bit of vanity to keep us in the job. Because like, you know, everyone cares, I think, a little bit what
Yeah,
they thought of
that's
other
why I think
people,
there's
don't they?
such a big demand for places like this.
Yeah, it's like, it's varying degrees. It doesn't mean that everyone is, you know, vain, because that can sound like a bad word to a lot of people, you know, that someone who's vain, but I think
People just want to make a good impression, don't they? Like you can make an impression on someone in 10 seconds. So you can do it, you want to look what you want to impress someone, don't you?
Yeah.
Someone you've not met before. Like when clients come in, if I look like a slob, they're not going to want to come to me, are they?
yeah, that's definitely how we have to be. You know, we have to sort of give a good impression and a good kind of example, don't you? Because like she says, if someone comes in and they want their hair to look better than it does at the current time, and you kind of don't give off the impression that either you know what you're doing or that you care about yourself, then they're not really going to have much confidence in you. So yeah, I think people just care because it's what humans do, isn't it? Kind of, it's just socially the norm, basically. It's been sort of, I think, probably way back in history, like people cared about what everyone else looked like, didn't they? So, not that it's necessarily a good thing.
Oh, that's very deep.
Sorry, we can go
No, that's
deep.
okay. That's
We've got a little
good.
while, let's keep
That's
chatting.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to add? Do you consider yourself beautiful?
Well, I wouldn't say I have an ugly personality. I don't think many people do. I think most people have parts of themselves that are a bit ugly because nobody's perfect. Same with looks, as well as kind of personality and attitude to life. You know, you have good parts and bad parts, don't you? So I suppose most people are on a scale of in between somewhere. So I suppose I wouldn't say I'm, you know, an ugly person in any way, but like in the middle.
Okay,
What
thank
about
you.
you, Tiggy?
I guess I'm
Gorgeous.
the same, really. Like, I think as a female hairdresser, I try to make myself appear better anyway, because of my job, and just makes you feel more confident. probably wouldn't feel as confident walking up to someone if I didn't feel happy in what I look like myself. But then, like Mark said, it's down to personality. Someone could be absolutely stunning but have a crap personality and it ruins it. So I think it evens it out, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. Very true.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so question number 1. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
What is beauty?
Beauty is something that makes you want to stare at it. Something you like, maybe something you want. Yeah.
What's ugliness then?
Ugliness is something that you sort of turn your nose up at, not really have an interest in. Something you don't really want around you.
That's pretty interesting. It is, actually. Why do you think people care about how they present themselves so much?
I think people care about how they present themselves to fit into society. They have a fear of not being accepted, and that's what they really want. But sometimes people, say for instance, when I came from school, I wasn't really anyone, but since I left school, I've sort of developed a bit of a persona. Coming in straight into work, I've sort of changed me as a person, more independent, and yeah, I'd say it's changed me a lot.
Okay, is there anything else you want to add?
No, not really.
Okay, thank you. That was very helpful.
Good, I'm glad.
Thank you. Okay. So what do you think beauty is?
Someone who's just very pretty sort of face, and yeah, I'd just say somebody who's got a really pretty face.
What's ugliness?
I'd normally say if somebody hasn't got a nice personality or they come across as a very nice person, I'd say that's quite ugly.
Yeah, that's good. Why do you think people care about their appearance so much and how they present themselves?
I think when people make quite an effort with their appearance, it makes people see them a bit differently. And also, if you feel like you look nice, you've got a lot more confidence. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you. You'll be fine. Okay. So, what do you think beauty is?
I'm not sure what you say.
I can't tell you.
Well, you can, but I'm not entirely sure how to explain it.
Chloe will be a good one.
Do you want to join in? You can do it together if that makes you feel better. The question is, as I'm doing a project about beauty and ugliness, what do you think beauty is?
Beauty, I think, is when someone is happy. And obviously they're pretty as well. When they're confident and are comfortable with themselves and they look.
Yeah, that's fine. What's ugliness?
Ugliness, I think, is when someone who's quite sort of an angry person, who's not very nice. Who isn't very nice to other people, maybe.
When they make other people feel bad about themselves.
That's okay, that's good. Why do you think people care so much about how they present themselves?
Because a lot of people, well, to be judged on it really and how people see you as.
They just want to fit in with everywhere else.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Is that everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I like that sort of homeless look.
You like it?
Yeah, wearing a hat.
So yeah, my project is about beauty and ugliness. So what do you think beauty is?
What's my perception of beauty?
Yeah.
What, in with physicality? Are we talking art, literature?
Whatever you think. What's most important to you?
What is beauty? People have been asking that question for a long time, haven't they? I think it's something that, well, you see, the thing is, you can get really sort of quite pretentious about it, can't you? Answering what is beauty? You know, you can talk about harmony and sort of symmetry, maybe. I think I'll go with symmetry, something that balances. That's what I find in beauty. Good, clean structure, symmetry. Yeah, there we are. How's that?
Very, very good.
There we are.
Very good.
Something to work with. You can talk about symmetry and
People write books about it,
Yeah.
just on symmetry. What's ugliness then?
to me,
Mm-hmm.
craft. Anything crafty, homemade, thick, ugly pottery, that kind of stuff, I can't bear. I would say anybody that sort of anything that's sort of clunky and not vulgar, because I mean there's vulgarity in sort of in delicate objects, I suppose, but anything that's primitive, I think I find ugly. That's not to say that you know, you can get sort of artisan work, so you can get a carpenter that will turn up a piece of wood or carve a piece of wood which will be utterly beautiful, but it's a case of I suppose anything that's too crafty and rough. There we are.
Thank you. Why do you think people care about appearance, the way they present themselves so much?
I think on a primitive level, you know, you start with earliest woman or man, they would have been doing something to make themselves attractive. It's biological, isn't it? It's about attracting a partner, I suppose. And then as time went on, it became about sort of status, affluence, and probably in the last 10 years it's been ramped up to an insane level where people are sort of creating this, you know, theatrical image about what they look like, don't they really? With the, you know, I suppose Instagram culture, your generation, selfies, that sort of thing.
I don't know if that's my generation,
it
because I'm a
is.
bit older than
I bet you
look.
do a selfie face. Have you got a selfie face? No? Okay.
No, I don't actually. I'm in my 30s. So they're
Oh,
like, when
okay.
I was growing up, I did not even have a computer. So
All right.
that's sad.
Didn't have a computer. Well, I
No.
suppose you didn't. Yeah, no.
No, I didn't. Okay, thank you.
Is that right?
Thank you, that's perfect.
Good.
Where I see creators, that bit before you get, I mean, here you wouldn't notice it so much, but it's just where my head is moving. And I see that catching there.